Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more F1 2020 My Team Season 8 career mode. We are heading into the Austrian Grand Prix like in real life, and yesterday I believe you guys will have seen the Lando Norris 100% race around Spielberg. So if you haven't seen that yet, please do go and take a look. It'll be linked in the description as well as popping up on your screen on the top right. So please do check that out. It was a fun video to film. So today we also have contract renewals, and I think sponsorship renewals that we need to deal with, but most importantly contract renewal. I think Carlos Sainz isn't living up to his name. I'm sorry, Carlos, lo siento, but I think we have to let him go. And today we are going to sign another driver that has really bumped up the ranks, has really proven to be a threat to the front runners, and I think we are going to sweep in and take George Russell off the hands of Red Bull. Yes, he is kind of the hot prospect, the hot property in F1 right now, but I think, you know, before we complete the season, before we complete the series and move on to F1 2021, I think we should at least drive with George Russell at least once. So let's take a look and approach the driver and try to outbid Red Bull for him. He accepts the initial approach, so let's begin the auction with a small bid of 19.5 mil and try to win him. There we go, we win George Russell for fairly cheap. I was hoping Red Bull would, you know, push for a little more money or really fight us on it, but for $20.12 million we signed George Russell. George Russell is third in the driver's standings, by the way. Lando Norris is right behind us. Maybe we could have signed Lando, but I'm waiting on Lando for 2021. You will see in the next series when it goes up. So Austria this weekend, we are on a hot streak. A lot of first place finishes, a third place last time out in France at the Paul Ricard circuit, and fourth place in China after, I think it was like rain and a mixture of strategies that caused us problems. So let's see if George Russell can really push on Lando Norris and really threaten his position. We are ready for the Austrian Grand Prix, or the Styrian Grand Prix. So let's head in. I'll do the practice groups. I'll see you guys afterwards for qualifying. Around 63% of you are not subscribed to this channel. What are you doing? Please do subscribe using the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified when the next video goes live. It'll help me out a lot, and it'll help grow this community that we're trying to build here. So thank you guys so much for stopping by this video and also leaving a like. Let's head on with the video. Here we go with the qualifying session of the Austrian Grand Prix. Set a good set of laps during the practice sessions, so I'm feeling quite confident around this track. 102 is the record that we hold, so let's see what the others are putting in. 101.3. Of course, we have the additional fuel setting of Rich 4, so let's see if that really helps us out. Okay, track's clear. Let's head out now. We should be in for a good qualifying session. Let's see, first lap ever sets us P4. Okay, let's see if one more lap can do us justice. Decided to save the tires for the next round of qualifying, but we make it in P4. George Russell with P11. Let's hope that that is sandbagging from George Russell. It's not looking good for him. Knocked out our Magnussen, Matsushita, Aiken, Leclerc. Oh, interesting. Giotto and Schumacher. Alright, let's head on into Q2 then. Here we go. First lap of Q2. We are just behind Max Verstappen, 1/10. Mind you, that was on you, set us off, so we've been the car there. But we're going to go back into the garage, and I think we'll see out the rest of Q2. So there we go, P2 it is. We maintain that position. Valtteri Bottas is a 4,000th of a second slower than us in the Mercedes, so we are stuck in between a Mercedes sandwich. Where's our partner here? P8, 4/10ths off the pace of Max Verstappen. That doesn't look good. Maybe we should have just signed Max Verstappen again, but we'll see. George Russell will come back in Q3, I hope. Latifi, De Vries, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Sainz, and Gasly get knocked out in Q2. So let's head on into the final round of qualifying. Couple hundredth improvement, not as good. 1/10 behind the leader. Let's see if we can return to garage to get a new set of softs. Oy, oy, oy. We need to improve approximately 1/10. Oh, we gotta go, we gotta go. Here we go. Crossing the line, let's see what happened. Where are we? We have finally secured a 1 minute Austrian Grand Prix lap time. 1 minute and 5 milliseconds, or 5/10 off of 1 minute flat. So we are looking quite strong for the weekend. George Russell in P7, which is quite of a shame. 5/10 off the pace of us. So I don't know. We'll have to see what the race day brings us because it's all fun and surprises sometimes. So let's hope that George Russell finds his way through the pack and makes it to the podium positions. And let's head on into race weekend at pole position for us.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. The grandstands were a sea of red in 2019 thanks to the commemorative hats in honour of the late great Niki Lauda, who took home victory of course back in 1984. And it's a sellout crowd once again here today. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. The captain lines up on pole position with Lance Stroll alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Verstappen, Bottas, Alexander Albon and Norris, Russell, Ocon, Joe and Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Giovinazzi, Daniel Kvyat and De Vries, Latifi, Schumacher, Luca Giotto and Charles Leclerc. Hamilton, they've taken a grid penalty. Aitken, Matsushita and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Here we go with the Austrian Grand Prix, with the Styrian Grand Prix. Let's edit our strategy. We're going for a soft to hard strategy. Interesting. It seems it is all about the one stop, so we will move on to the hards. We can't move to the mediums because the mediums won't last that long. We'll see how long the softs last for, and then we shall make adjustments accordingly. We will drop our fuel load to approximately -3 or 4 laps. Let's see what the minimum is. Sure, we'll go minimum fuel load again. Here we go, getting ready with the race. Lane and overtake ready. 5 red lights at the Styrian Grand Prix at the Spielberg circuit, and away we go. Decent start. Oh, amazing start. Oh, shut up, Jeff. I know. Oh, there's a collision in the back. We're on used set of softs from the qualifying session, so these tires should die off pretty quickly. But let's see how well they last. Here we go. Lap 1 done. Verstappen is right on our tail. Oh boy. Here comes Max Verstappen, trying to park our car in an optimal spot to block against him. Alright, really pushing against Max Verstappen, who's pushing us. Alright, fastest lap is still ours. Setting fastest lap after went wide there, but we're setting fastest lap after fastest lap here. It's a good sign. Ooh, another fastest lap, excuse me? How? I have 2 red sectors. That's interesting. Alright, we keep pushing though. I also went way wide towards the end. Interesting. This should be another fastest lap. It is. Marvelous. Pulling away from Max Verstappen behind us. Bottas is pushing with everything he's got. He is trying to gain on us. He's really pushing with ERS, a rich fuel mixture, DRS. Really pushing. Bottas trying really hard, but I think we can protect against him. Oh no, here he goes. Oh, defended well. We live to see another day. Whew. Bottas is really pressuring us right now. Whoa, Bottas is coming in on the inside. A little contact. Nothing doing though.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Ooh, Bottas is right on my tail, mate. Oh, here he goes. Squeezing him in a little bit. Gave me DRS though, thank you. A little contact between Bottas and myself. Here we go, we're going into the pits now. Let's see. A little shaky entry into the pits, but we still make it regardless. Lando Norris takes the lead for now. We're moving into the pits for hard compound tires. Why are we double stacking? Excuse me? Why is George coming in now? Who made the strategy up, mate? What are you doing? He was supposed to come in next lap.
Exit now.
You double stacked him, mate. Oh, absolute turds.
Let's get some heat.
Our strategist made a massive blunder. Alright, let's see who we get past here. Couple cars. Got a couple others ahead of us who are still running on soft. They might go on mediums though.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a VSC deployment.
Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Valtteri Bottas is out.
Speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Okay. Valtteri Bottas is out of the session. He's pushed the car a little too hard, I guess.
The safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, clear.
Green flag running. We have just under 1 lap of fuel according to target. Alright, bunch of people in the pits. Let's see how many we take over. 2. Alright, I say a bunch. Nick DeVries is out too.
They are out of the race.
Some durability issues coming to catch other teams by the ankles. But we're still flying strong. Oh, Alexander Albon steals the fastest lap off of us. Let's see if our car pace is fast enough to offset the delta caused between the medium and hard compound tires. Oh, here he goes. Oh, Guan Yu Zhou in the pits as well. Oh, there he goes. Oh, we're fighting Lando Norris. Come on. Come on, car. Up the inside to protect the lead. Whoa, Lando Norris coming in on the inside. Thanks for DRS, buddy. And we are pulling us slightly away. Albon and Norris fighting it out. Whoa, we got a hit. We got hit from behind. We got hit from behind. Lando Norris trying the outside line here. We're defending well, extremely well, placing the car at right spots. Alright, so there was a tussle behind us. Now it's like a second gap to Gasly. Let's see if we can keep our high pace going for the next 14 laps to secure us P1. Our defensive game is strong here as we approach lap 30. We are still leading against the medium compound tire runners. Keeping it on rich and overtake engaged really helps us out, and as I speak, Stroll tries to overtake us, but we defend well again. We get DRS this time as well, so that helps us. Yeah, this has been pretty much the whole race so far, defending and really managing our fuel, trying to push as hard as we can with all we've got because our hard compound tires are going to be slower than the mediums. Okay, Guan Yu Zhou, who has moved to Red Bull by the way, as George Russell leaves for our team. He has now attacked Stroll, so their tussle is going to cost them some time. Oh, what a move that. Lance Stroll did get the fastest lap, but we also defended superbly there. Let's push now. We have 5/10 gap to Gasly. Here we go. Final lap of the Grand Prix, all to 5-4. Oh, come on. Ooh, shaky exit. Come on, Sue, don't throw it, mate. Don't throw it. Don't bottle it. Oh, that's good. We got a good distance between myself and Gasly. Come on, let's push, Sue. Come on. We're faster than Gasly. We went a little wide there, but surely... Ooh, that was close. I think we got it.
Great drive. We're really happy with that
No
performance.
way. No.
A fantastic team effort to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, Crofty, this was won through an abundance of speed and an abundance of skillful overtakes. Inside, outside, cutting underneath, we saw it all today. And it's really nice to see a Grand Prix won in that manner. A race, surely, that will satisfy the purists today, I think.
As we can see, it's time for the podium, and I can see the Renault team underneath our commentary box going crazy as their drivers walk out. It was a great win, and it means a great deal to this team.
Nah, I don't like this. Nah, I don't like the look of it. We need VAR on this one. I think I actually crossed the line first. We'll take a look at the replays, but yeah, definitely I came first. The game glitched at that moment, and yeah, it's mine. P1 was mine. Alright, we're gonna take this at a frame by frame look. So you see my front wing is slightly further ahead than Gasly's here. So that's before the start finish line. We crossed the line and we're level, literally level, and I'm still ahead, mate. Look at that, my front wing is still ahead than him. Now, is that Gasly millimeters ahead, or is it that my front wing is slightly battered? Oh, this is difficult to call, mate. Look at that. That is difficult to call. Definitely extremely difficult to call. I think it's because his front wing is still more intact than mine that he gets the win by literally 2,000th of a second, but I don't know. I think I crossed the line first, in all honesty, because he had more velocity than I did, right? He had DRS also, I think. Yep, he had DRS, so he's going slightly faster than I am, but I crossed the line first, and then he crosses the line, so I really don't know. This is too close to call, but what a stunning Grand Prix, man. What a stunning Grand Prix. Anyway, you gotta let me know down in the comment section down below who won that race for you. Well, taking a look at this, look at that, 2,000th of a second, and we dropped down to P2. What a shame that was. Pierre Gasly in P1, myself in P2, Guan Yu Zhou in P3, Daniel Kvyat, Stroll, Sainz, Max Verstappen, Russell, Giovinazzi, and Leclerc round out the points positions. Hamilton, Albon, Ocon, Norris, Schumacher, Giotto, Latifi, Aiken, Matsushita, Magnussen round out the finishing drivers, with Nick de Vries and Valtteri Bottas not making it to the end of the race. Well, let's take a look at the standings, because it won't really matter. I think we're still in the lead by a 100-point gap to Norris now, so I think the gap is still significant. George Russell in third with a 107-point gap to us, so let's see if we can get P2. Pierre Gasly, after a stunning weekend, gets up to P4 now with 73 points. Constructor standings wise, we are still in the lead with a 69-point gap to Red Bull. McLaren are still third with 137 points, and Mercedes are fourth with 122. So the top four is still a tight, or rather I should say the second, third, and fourth positions are still a tight race, so we'll see what happens there. We are still storming ahead, so I think our dominance cannot be undermined in the near future. Wow. The most controversial ending to the race, I think. I feel like I won that race, but it's so close to call. I think if we had a full set of wings, maybe do we get that 0.2 of a second? Is it because I don't have a front wing, or like a full set of front wing with the minor chips? Is it because of those that I missed out on 0.2? So I just don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below, as I said earlier, who won that race. I think I did, but we'll have to stick for P2 because the computer gave us P2. A lot of tough racing. Our soft compound tires didn't last us too long, and I dipped in a little early to get into the hard compound tires, but then Maybe it would have been better if we stuck it out there a little further with the soft compound tires and then moved on to the mediums. I don't know, but I don't know what our race pace would have been like if we stayed on the soft for a little too long. Lando Norris went on a medium stint, but then he disappeared somewhere. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got into a tussle with some cars in the back and then lost the front wing and had to change. He ended up being further down. We kept it quite competitive against everyone, defending well for the majority of the race, almost like 35 laps, 34 laps of defending, and it was pretty much a fight for survival. Shame at the end, George Russell still not showing up yet. Maybe it's because it's his first race that he's not showing up, but hopefully in the near future, towards the end of the season, he will show up and then end up on the podiums. Anyway, that was it for the video. Austrian Grand Prix. It is the Austrian Grand Prix weekend in real life in the F1 schedule, so please do enjoy that this weekend. Let me know in the comment section down below who will win it in real life, and I'll be happy to read through the comments. Thanks guys so much for stopping by the channel. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when the next video goes live. As always, I hope you're doing well, and until the next video of mine, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time.